Baggins and Mr. Gollum meet again. My old friend, I hope you're still not upset about that silly old ring. You know the drill. I want to get out before I have some friends catch up, and you don't want me to get out. So ask your riddles. Quickly, quickly.
Riddles for the tricksy hobbitses. To pass your tests, you must answer my riddles on sound energy. If it wins, it gets good grades. But if Baggins loses, we eats it whole.
Sounds fair.
Wave characteristics. Squished together, fall apart. How is it we can hear a fart?
Well, when sound waves are created, a vibration creates compressions and rarefactions in the air, which goes to our ears, and it makes our ears vibrate and go to our brain. But they're longitudinal waves. The compressions are where the particles are pressed together. The rarefactions are where they fall apart. They're longitudinal waves, so that is how we can hear a fart, as you so eloquently put it.
Correct. Sound will fade and light will wane. How else are these two waves the same?
Well, they're the same because they are both either transverse or longitudinal waves. Sound is a longitudinal wave. They're the same because they travel quickly. They're different because sound needs a medium to travel, but light does not. They are the same because they're the same because while we can't see all light waves and we can't see all sound waves, they're still there. We can either hear them or sometimes we can't hear them, but they're still there, even though we don't see them.
Wave medium. While we struggle with iron, we move air as we please. So why do sound waves move through solids with ease?
Well, they move by vibrating particles, so air does not have a lot of particles in it because we can move through it so easily. So there's not many particles that vibrate for the sound to press together and bring apart. But water, or any liquid really, has few more particles, easier to move. More particles, easier to vibrate. That's why we have so much trouble running in water. And solids are the best because it has the most particles, so very easy to manipulate. Lots of particles to bounce around and off of.
Hobbits don't see in the dark, so how can it know where we are?
This is a very good one. I can tell where you are because I can hear you. Because I can tell where you're moving because I can tell your pitch. When you're getting higher, you're traveling towards me. When you're getting lower, you're traveling away from me. I know this because of the Doppler effect, which means if you're moving, each wave starts at a different point. And as they're radiating in all directions, if they're moving backwards, each wave will be farther away from each other. And they're moving forwards, each wave will be closer to each other. Each rarefaction and compression will be. I also know this because I can use echolocation. In case you didn't know, hobbits are skilled at many things, and echolocation is one of those many talents we have. And it also helps me find good holes in the ground to build my hobbit hole.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Softer, louder, higher, low. Pitch and amplitude, I trust we know.
We do. Amplitude is the distance from distance from a crest or trough from the resting position of the wave. Pitch has to do with frequency. Frequency is however many waves pass in a second. The pitch is be higher, so if it's more frequent, it'll have a higher pitch. If it's less frequent, it'll have a lower pitch. Amplitude affects loudness. The higher the amplitude, the louder it will be. Yep.
tree falls in the forest and there's no one there to hear it, does it make a sound?
Yes, actually. This is because of energy transformation. If a tree falls, when it's standing upright, it has potential energy. When it falls, that is converted into kinetic energy, and when it hits the ground, that causes vibrations. Those vibrations create compressions and rarefactions in the air, which then travel through the air. Even though we don't hear it, the sound wave is still in the air.
Is you stupid? Oh boy.
This isn't for you. This is just some fun facts. The loud noise you create by cracking a whip occurs because the tip is moving so fast it breaks the speed of sound. Flies are deaf, and you are ugly. So if a human being yells for 8 months, 8 years, 7 months, and 6 days straight, he or she would produce enough sound energy to heat up 1 cup of coffee. All different frequencies that the human ear can hear played at once form the sound ohm. So, and that's why it is known as the sound of creation. 2 different sound frequencies played at once through headphones in different ears cause the brain wave frequency to align with the different waves, with the difference between the 2. And here's an example. I actually have a link if you want to hear that later.
Yeah.
That's another video on sound I thought would be good at their time. And those are my sources.
What is that one called? Physics classroom?
Yeah. So, friend, have I passed your test?